In the midst of the darkness of the underground labyrinth, where humanity struggles to survive in the ruins of the old world, there is a place that defies chaos, a place where the spark of civilization still shines. They call it Polis. Polis Station is not just another stop on the subway map. It is a symbol, the last bastion of knowledge, order, and hope. The Library of Moscow, the remnants of the government, and wise men who still believe that humanity has a future. But even this light has its shadows, and the brighter it shines, the more it attracts darkness. Welcome to today's video, in which we delve into the history, structure, and significance of Polis Station, the heart of the metro, and perhaps the last hope for salvation. Polis is considered the unofficial capital of the underground world. In fact, it is a complex of 4 real Moscow stations: Arbatskaya, Alexandrovsky Sad, Biblioteka imeni Lenina, and Borovikaya, which merged into a single functional unit after the war. This complex is known as Polis. Its name refers to the ancient Greek word for city-state, polis, emphasizing its importance as the civilizational, cultural, and political core of underground society. Architecture and environment. Polis stands out for its architecture. The central hall with a high dome, sandstone walls, and vaulted ceilings resembles an abandoned but still monumental railway depot. Nearby is the entrance to the legendary Russian State Library, known as Leninka. Its massive facade concealed the entrance to the metro even before the war. The station still has old metro cars in operation, which are used to transport goods and people. Another interesting feature is the preserved and functional computers, especially in the area around Colonel Miller's office in the Polis business district, which is exceptional in a post-apocalyptic world. Structure and significance. Polis functions as an independent state in the heart of the subway. It is governed by the so-called Polis Council, which issues laws, distributes resources, and ensures internal order. The station has diplomatic status. It is so respected that even hostile factions, such as the Red Line, Hansa, and the Fourth Reich, meet here for ceasefire negotiations. An example is the peace conference depicted in the game Metro Last Light. In the novel Metro 2033, Polis is divided into 4 social classes: warriors, scholars, merchants, and workers, which underscores its inspiration from the caste system. In the games, however, this system remains largely in the background. Artyom and his contact with Polis. Metro 2033. Artyom arrives in Polis with the aim of delivering hunters' badges and asking the council for military assistance against the Dark Ones who are threatening his home station, VDNKH. Despite his sincere request and Miller's recommendation, the council refuses to intervene. For the player, Polis is the last major stop before the final act of the game, a place where they can replenish their equipment and decide on their next steps. Metro Last Light. Artyom returns to Polis, accompanied by a young Dark One, to warn of the threat posed by the Red Line and corruption in its leadership. A key diplomatic event takes place at the station, the Polis Peace Conference. The revelation of the Red Line's plans causes political upheaval and sets in motion events that lead to the battle for the D6 bunker. Metro Exodus. Although the player does not physically return to Polis in this installment, the station remains present in memories and stories. It represents a symbol of civilization, order, and intellectual tradition that shapes the thinking of Artyom and his allies as they travel across the contaminated surface of Russia. Bonus Mission, Kshatriya DLC. In the Kshatriya DLC for Metro Last Light Redux, the player takes on the role of a stalker sent from Polis to search the surface and bring back artifacts for the scientific archive. The mission emphasizes caution, silence, and a collector's spirit, which corresponds to the intellectual profile of this station. Rangers, Spartan Order. Polis was the original base of the Rangers, an elite paramilitary unit led by Colonel Miller. Their command was based here, and this is where they set out on their expeditions. However, after the discovery of the D6 military bunker, they moved there to take advantage of its space, technology, and training facilities. At the same time, they also established 2 surface bases at the Smolenskaya and Oktyabrskaya stations. The move marks their transformation from defenders to a force that can influence the future of an entire civilization. Theories about the true nature of Polis. Some theories claim that Polis was a pre-prepared government backup complex in case of war or crisis. Its location beneath Leninka, the center of knowledge, gave it strategic value. The presence of technology and an organized society supports the idea that Polis was more prepared than ordinary stations. An archaic form of artificial intelligence, a database system, or a knowledge archive may have been preserved in the depths of Polis. The bonus-level Kshatriya, where the player performs tasks for the invisible intelligence controlling the archive, suggests that Polis may have functioned as a digital center of knowledge for the old world. Despite its declared neutrality, there is speculation that the Council is exploiting conflicts between factions to its advantage. The refusal to help VDNch and caution towards open intervention may indicate an intention to maintain a balance of power in the chaos. The connection between humans and the Dark Ones suggests the possibility of an evolutionary breakthrough. Polis, as the center of a spiritual, cultural, and genetic breakthrough, could be the place where a new form of humanity is born, or possibly the first contact between species. It is strange that the Dark Ones have never attacked Polis. Perhaps they perceive it as a place of peace and balance. Perhaps they sense its intellectual power, historical memory, and tranquility, which attracts them or commands their respect. Polis Station is not just a backdrop in the game world of the Metro series. It is a living center of civilization, philosophy, politics, and hope. Within its stone walls, the past meets the future. The old world meets the possibility of a new beginning. Whether as a symbol of order, a mysterious refuge of knowledge, or a place of spiritual connection, Polis remains the heart of the Metro. If you enjoyed the video and found it interesting, I would appreciate it if you left a like, subscribed, and of course commented with praise, criticism, or your opinion on this Metro station. Good luck in the wasteland. See you next time at the next station.